Hey Virgo, welcome to your 2022 forecast. Very excited. Okay. For those of you that are new, I do work in the channel of the intuitive medium. Okay, and so much of what you see may not be traditional. I may get a meaning off of a card that is completely the opposite of what you would expect. All right, just take what resonates for you, leave the rest behind. Roles could be reversed. If you are dealing with a third-party situation, there also could be the energy that I'm reading their story and not yours. So, always make sure that you are considering your other sign placements as you are looking at your readings to get the full picture, all right, I've got the video, if you look in the Energetic Conversations playlist, of Sun, Moon, right, Sun, Moon, Mercury, like all of that. Like, which one do I choose, right? Someone needs to hear this. Spirits, like, get it along. All right, so for those of you returning, thank you. I'm doing things a little differently this year. I'm doing these longer videos in 2 weeks instead of just 1 week. That gives me a little more time. I'm working on a 500-hour Yoda certification. Yoga. Maybe I am going to be a little bit like Yoda, the old lady teaching the young teenagers to move trauma out of their body. I don't know. Mercury retrograde pre-shadow is really pulling on me right now. So thank you for coming back. Make sure you like, because I'm not going to be doing the videos on these longer videos in order anymore. Okay, the signs that get the most loving, caring contributions will be the first signs to get the forecast and the soul path readings. Okay, next week I will be doing the general love readings. That will be just all the signs in 1 week, right? Short and sweet, get to the point. And so watch for those next week. All right. If you would like to contribute to the channel, there are links below for donations. There's also the link if you would like to work with me. I will be putting up a video for the workshop that I'm doing on this upcoming Saturday. Okay, it is going to be the fire codes. If you have no idea what I'm talking about with the codes, all right, from the Celestial Spark, I was now starting to get codes to activate, recode our bodies. With their codes are already inside of us, okay? And in the community tab, I also talked about those first 2 codes. The next set of codes actually is for the 333s. We've done the 111 and the 222, right? The portal was actually the zeros. And now we're working through fire, okay? The golden ratio for the 333s, the fire codes, before we work into the next codes, okay? So for the collective, all right? Clean slate, new year, new you, all right? And I feel like you are treating this very seriously, right? Total rebirth, right? Virgo, you are coming out of the gate with a transformation, which is a beautiful energy to see. I have seen a lot of transformation. A lot of the annual readings are showing like a full year, right? I mean, who knows? A year of 222, right? Like a whole year of transforming and following our paths. Okay, so I'm going to be looking at the quarters as well as the months. So quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, thank you, and quarter 4. All right. Okay, underneath, right, messages from afar. Okay, this is really speaking to, right, I feel like this, it really feels a lot like this fire activation, but it really is about, right, like you sent off, like they're showing me, like the flare guns, like you set off a flare, right? Or somebody has sent off a flare. Regardless, it's a distance, like of calling in almost of a celestial, like spiritual connection. Okay. So, beautiful energy there. Let's go ahead and lay out the months. January, thank you. February, thank you. March, April, May, thank you. June, July, yeah. Virgo, no wonder. They were like, really get going. August, September, October, November, and December. Okay, the year is about rising up, lifting up your spiritual strength, okay? Doing a lot of inner work on you, very much heart chakra healing, and I feel like you're going to have a lot of, I almost feel like a lot of mentorship coming in to help guide you through this, okay? So, quarter one, listening, right? Listening for that wish, right? The wish been shot out. It's like your wish, either this is about you sending out that wish or you're listening for that message from afar to come in. Regardless, it's very much energetic. There may be an activity I'm feeling here in the sacral of awakening, some healing that needs to happen. Okay, quarter two here, celebration, right? I feel like the message is coming into land. It's a message of peace. It's a message of light. It's a message that just feels really good. There's a sense of purity, okay, of cleansing that comes along with it. Quarter three, okay, the gateway. So quarter three, the portal opens. Now, this could very much be, right, like if we think of end of August, right, and the beginning of September is in quarter three, like this is your birthright. So there may be a really big leap forward that you take perhaps after that 8-8 portal, okay, that really just kind of amplifies, pushing you forward, pushing you ahead, almost into like a realm that you maybe have not even thought of before. Kind of like when I came into shamanism, like it had kind of sparked here and there, but I never thought I was going to go down this path. And well, here I am, woo and more woo piled on top of woo. Okay. Quarter four, relationships. Okay. I feel like there's going to be a healing of perhaps family dynamics, healing of conversations that have been had, a lot of things just really cleansing, a lot of cleansing here for you this year, right? So let's clarify, okay? Quarter one, you're listening for that wish, okay? Yeah, okay. Three of Pentacles, definitely at a distance here. All right. I don't feel like if this is you, I do not feel like you are waiting for it to come. But I do get the sense that within the next 2 weeks, you will start seeing some sort of energy coming in that will give you some clarification, right? But you're really working on you. I feel that whoever's coming towards you or whatever this is coming towards you, right? Like it's not quite up to your level yet. Okay. That's why it's taking some time to work in. So in January, right? I love it. You get balance with the emotional loss, right? Okay. You feel that something very divine is coming towards you. All right, Virgo. And you've kind of armored up, right? Like you brought in all the alchemical components here, but you've turned away from the sun. It's almost like you don't really want to see it coming. I don't know why. You don't want to see it coming. Almost out of like a protection, right? A protection of your heart. It could be this energy where you feel like you've been burned before by getting your hopes up. And so you're not really going to put your hopes into things, but you've got the sword at the ready and the wand at the ready, right? Like you're keeping your cup and your pentacles close in. You've got the others at the outside, and you are ready to defend if needed. February, we've got the Emperor. Okay, again, look at that. The arms are crossed, but the way it looks like this is menacing, right? But the way the arms are crossed, when we cross our arms with our hands, like, right, that's the menacing. When we do this with our hands, with our arms crossed, okay, we are self-soothing. Okay, so there could be, again, this trying to appear stronger, bigger, okay, more able to defend your territory than you actually are, right? There's a fear, there's a little bit of a healing again that I feel like needs to be done. And in March, you're really, right, I feel that you've turned back to the sun, okay, but you've turned back to the sun to look at how far you've come, okay, material and spiritual prosperity, okay, look at how far I've come, look at, look at the mirror, okay, look at the energies of this and that. Like it's almost like you've pulled yourself out of the picture frame, okay? And you're looking at your relationships and your friendships and your career and everything. And the way that you have processed, like I'm feeling like this, like energy, like this play of energy, like how have you processed things? Okay, so let's go ahead and look a little clearer. January. Okay, yeah, okay. Again, I feel like Five of Pentacles, you have the key to your own happiness. But there is that blockage, okay? The Five of Pentacles on this card, they're really showing me as being in movement, okay? It appears like a house. The keyhole looks like a house, okay? The child looks like they are, right, like almost sitting, right, like on the asphalt outside of this house, right? Like there's something you've locked away inside of yourself. You're protecting it. You're defending it, and it could just be your heart, right? But you don't even want to look up and address it, okay? February, the Emperor, again, the moon, right? I feel like you're putting on a big show to showcase that you are this big, strong, right? Like, I don't let anyone in, the big, strong exterior. But underneath it all, like all you want is love. All you want is the soothing. Okay, all you're asking for is the caring. And there is light within whatever is coming towards you, but you're underneath it. And even the shadows, there's a lot of energy coming in here, guys. Even the shadows, okay, I feel like are enlightening, okay, because the Emperor has this crown of light, okay. March, thank you. Okay, Two of Wands, right? Again, some of you may move, okay? Some of you may actually like move jobs, move homes, and you're going to be looking back, right? You're looking back at the past, okay? And still holding on to that wand a little bit for protection, a little bit for stability. But I feel like this is where you're giving yourself that fresh start, okay? Again, quarter two, we're coming into that celebration, right? It is that dove, that hope, that purity, that cleansing. Okay, again, Two of Wands, it's carrying over. And I've seen this a lot, right? Like it kind of, there's a carryover energy from the end of the quarter to the beginning of the quarter here. And it's because of the moon, okay, that whatever you're not really opening up to here is confusing you on whether you should be looking towards the past or looking towards the future, right? They're telling me the future is the sun, the happiness. There's a fire, there's a passion, right? But the past, right, still carries so much illumination. There still feels like there's so much you think you still need to learn in the past. Okay, in April, you're being guided to choose wisely. Okay. Again, I feel that you feel a great distance between where you were and where you're going. And Spirit's really guiding you to do that moment of sitting, right? Sitting with it. Like, how do you not pull out of the being, out of your body, into caretaking for others and just be within yourself to really look at, right? It's almost like what are the languages, okay? What are the emotional reactions that you have to things in your life? Because I almost get that it's when you come into balance with you that you'll know, right? I know which way I'm moving forward. In May, okay, the truth comes out. We've got truth with deception and envy with the mask coming off. Okay, come May, once you've gotten reflective, you're going to know everything, right? Like if things have been hidden from you, or even if you've been hiding things from people, the universe here with judgment is like, it's time. We're calling for honesty. We're calling for truth. We're calling for this hiding of this heart energy to be done with. And in June, right, then you're going to go back into rest and recovery mode, okay? This is a 4, but it really carries a lot of the 10 of Wands energy with me. It's kind of like, I almost feel that you are releasing these burdens. Okay, now that the truth is out, like you don't have to be burdened with it anymore. You've been able to just, right, like clear and let go. Okay, so let's clarify here. April. Okay, yeah, 8 of Wands in reverse. Okay, again, there's information lacking. That's why Spirit's saying you have to go within. You can't just make this giant next move following other people without knowing really truly where you sit, where you want to be, what the alchemy is within you, what the, what's being created. It's really guiding you to slow down. Okay, everything is telling you in April, you've got to slow down and be at peace within yourself. Okay, because it's like you're actually, the cleansing process here is creating the celebration. Okay, in May, Queen of Cups. Okay, it could be that you finally are seeing, again, for some of you, if this is not about love, you're seeing something that you're going to completely like change directions in your life towards. All of a sudden, wow, like this is what's been missing from my life. But for others of you, I feel like there's going to be some sort of truth. I'm going to get another one here. Yeah. 7 of Wands. Somebody's been hiding the truth within their heart. Okay, 7 of Wands and the Queen of Cups there. And that mask is coming off. Okay, and now you have the truth. Okay, look under there, the Hierophant. The door is opening for you to walk up the stairs. But again, remember, look, just like in June, there's that rest, recovery, rejuvenation, right, that's being asked for. All right, Spirit, thank you. Wow, that's a lot for rest, recovery, and rejuvenation. Okay, 8 of Cups, 7 of Cups. Okay, you're walking away from, I feel like, the old idea you had about, like you were looking at all these choices. They're showing me like the one that's turned over here, right in the center, is a different color than everything else, right? And I feel like you weren't even really considering that. But you had to, see, this cup is green, okay? You had to heal your heart from past wounds. Whatever didn't resonate with you in the past, there's a clarification now of why, right? Like, oh, look, there was a snake in the grass in the past, and I was carrying all of that burden in my sacral chakra and expending all of this solar plexus energy trying to control everything. And there's this realization, right? Yeah, that's not for you. 2 of Swords with the Ace of Pentacles, right? You're slowly letting go, right? Your spirit guides are helping you work through the rest and relaxation here of letting go of what you cannot see, which is planting a seed here for a brand new beginning, okay? Really moving into something different. And I feel like that's why we have that gateway here coming in for Q3. Okay, even at the bottom of the deck, I've got the Ace of Wands there. So I feel like it's going to take you half the year to uncover your truth and to cleanse all of this crap out. But when you get there, right, like you're opening something brand new, and it's going to be very good. It's going to be very abundant for you. Okay, Q3 here, right? Okay, the Moon. I feel like you are looking down at where you held yourself in stagnation, right? The clouds are clearing, the sun is starting to arise, a new day. You're seeing very much, right? There's the Fool, but your headspace is in it, but you're not able to do the full leap yet. So I feel like you're looking for that support, that guidance. And you're going to get it here in July. Okay, partnerships and alliance. Okay, very 3 of Wands energy, where now that you have cleared this energy, you've got everything kind of coming in, right? You know how when things just sort of align? When I wanted to have my daughter, I wanted to move back to Utah and be by my mom. Okay, but we were up here in Washington at the time. And I had, been working with a company that was slowly going under, okay? shutting down stores. My stores were very productive, so I didn't have to worry. But I felt like, you know how you can feel things coming to an end? And I had started up my own business. I was doing website design. Well, all of a sudden, everything just synchronicity. Someone really needs to hear this. All of a sudden, all the synchronicities started to happen. Okay, my husband was on a contract at Microsoft. The contract ended the Friday before a contract was available with another company in Utah. That same weekend was the end of our lease on our apartment that we had here in Washington. And we found a house that we could move into right down in Utah. Everything just fell into place. I kind of get the feeling that that's what July is going to be for you. Everything is starting to fall into place, just like synchronous. Okay, in August, passion ignited again. Here's that Ace of Wands, right? All of a sudden, boom, everything starts happening. Action starts happening, but you're working from a healed heart space, right? So you're creating abundance from within, which is really beautiful. And in September, again, right, the Ace of Swords, you're having this success on the other side, right, of this sort of death process that you kind of went through. Like Spirit just said in my head, death march, right? Like you might feel like the first part of the year is like a death march, okay? But you're coming in to this rebirth, this success, this truth within you really coming alive, okay? So, ooh, I love that. Okay, July, all right, that partnership and alliances, King of Pentacles, okay, with the Three of Pentacles, and we've got the Hangman. I almost feel like this is somebody or something that was waiting for you to be ready for this lifetime, okay, where somebody's been looking. It's almost like for some of you, if this is career, somebody's been looking for someone to mentor, okay? If this is in love, somebody's been looking for the person that they could have this like dream lifetime with, right? Like they've been waiting for the partner that they have been wanting and seeking regardless. And I feel that it's just going to spark your mind like alive when it happens. You might feel a little bit of that fear for a second with that hangman energy and be like, is this really true? Like it just feels too good to be true. But I feel like you are going to go for it, right? Because there's the Emperor again, right? Getting ready to take a move. I love that. All right. So August here. Eight of Pentacles in reverse with the Ten of Swords. It's interesting when we walk away from that, right, like the ego death here, when we walk away from all of that past pain, all of a sudden the cycles change and you don't even have to work that hard. Like this person in the upright is working really hard, staring at that flame. How do I get that Ace of Wands energy to work, right? I don't feel like you're going to have that trouble. Right? The way that it's coming out, I feel like, again, like the Emperor, there's an awareness, right? There's that circle of light. There's the awareness that, okay, you've done the work. You've put your heart back together. 3-3. Okay. 3 of Cups, 3 of Swords. You've put your heart back together, right? Look, to move towards that Ace of Swords in September, right? Like everything has been leading you to this place, which is a really beautiful energy, Virgo. Okay, triumphant success. Yeah, okay, you've called it in, the Star. Again, this was waiting for the right place and the right time. And that's where you are, okay? For some of you, this is a second life, okay? 6 of Cups at the bottom. And it's really beautiful. So, fourth quarter, we've got, right, healing relationships. It could even be for some of you, if you're like, let's say your mother is passed, okay, and you had a really bad relationship. You're healing that. You're seeing them from a different perspective. You're letting go of the things that you weren't able to say, and you're just saying it anyway, right? Speaking your truth and really healing yourself. Yeah. Okay, King of Wands and the Knight of Swords. Okay. The more you speak your truth, the more powerful everything becomes. You're attracting everything to you. You're on your life's purpose. Okay, you are attracting that Emperor's energy. You're attracting your happiness. You are attracting this ability to adapt. You are attracting love, right? Everything you're bringing forward. And as such, like the whole tribe, like everything's showing up. I really love that. October, okay, memories of love. Again, I feel that for a lot of you, this is about just really honoring that past, okay, and healing those family wounds, having those conversations. With a lot of you, they're conversations you can't actually physically have, whether the person is gone or you've cut them out of your life for just healthy reasons, right? Put up those healthy boundaries. You're having the conversations, maybe even in like that sort of sacred space, that soul retrieval energy. You're just having those out loud conversations where you are just speaking your truth into the universe and letting that go. Okay, in November, I loved the way that this came out. Okay, fertility, the Empress. So we started at the top of the row with the Emperor, and here is the Empress. It's like a coming into balance within yourself, but also the divine counterparts, okay? But what's unseen, right, was the heart chakra, because it kind of came out. It's the only one that really came out like this. So I left it there. Spirit said, leave it there for a minute, right? All of a sudden, there's this heart awakening, right? The infinity. I really feel, right? Again, like I said, right? The Emperor at the top of this row had that circle, and then the feminine energy lighting up. That fire could very likely be, maybe there's some Aries energy in there, okay? Or also like the Leo, the Sagittarius, right? I don't really usually call out the signs, but for some reason they were calling those couple of signs. But I really feel, okay, that this is, right, the byproduct of all of that. Like the coming into union, it also reminds me of, like, as it all comes in, right, from the back to the front, like the Emperor's circles behind, the Empress's circle is in front, like it's, right, you're coming through and opening up your heart, and it could be bringing in, okay, the creation of family, right? Like this heart chakra could be that seed, right? That creation energy. Because in December, whatever wisdom comes to you, okay, is that, yeah, there's a little bit of challenge, right? I feel like coming your way to move into 2023, but the challenge is now kind of like reading, like they're almost like showing me like the reading the book, like you, right? You get pregnant and you're like, oh, what to do when you're expecting, right? Like there's some learning that you need to do, but it's about these big dreams that you have for the next year. It's not like a big obstacle. It's, oh, I'm expanding my life. I need space to expand into. Okay, so that could be expanding your career, your family, like bigger house, bigger office, okay, bigger dreams, which is beautiful. And I love that the bottom here is the strength, and it is my very, very aligned masculine, right? With that feminine flowers around their head, right? Calling in their divine truth, which is beautiful. Okay. So October, okay, we're going through and healing and honoring the past. Okay. Yeah. This last step is what it takes to awaken the Empress. See, this Empress is sleeping. The Empress in November, okay, is awake. So this is the last step, right? Looking at, right, what created the shadows in the past, and how was it actually a blessing? Because it made me who I am, right? Like, I look at my hand, and I wrote about this from the Diary of Wu, the book that I released. If you look at my hands, you can see that I very much live in two worlds, but you can also see, looking at my lifeline, right? Like, I had a shit ton of trauma growing up, but it's what made me able to then become the healer that I became, right? You don't become a healer generally by being born with a silver spoon in your mouth and having everyday blessing, right? Why would you become a healer, right? Why would you have a reason to do that? It's just not necessarily how it works. Okay, and again, I love that strength they're showing me is on the bottom, and it is, again, part of the Emperor on the one side, okay, and the feminine on the other. Again, I feel like they're really showing, for a lot of you, you are coming into your own internal divine union. For others, you're calling in what is going to be the strongest relationship of your lifetime, okay, which is really, really beautiful. November, okay, yeah, right, balance. Balanced out the light and the dark. The angels have helped you. Be patient with yourself, right, as you are aligning into this new Empress energy, this new heart. Okay, thank you. Okay, December here. Okay, some of you may fall a little bit back with this being a 5, right, as you're getting freaked out about everything for 2023. You may have a little of that ego and self-sabotage come back up, but it's coming in as a real hangman sort of an energy, right? Like, let me turn away from ego and see what I'm about to try to self-sabotage, right? Why would I do that? It's kind of that energy of when you catch yourself and go, oh yeah, that's like the trauma from when I was like 5. Speaking out, I've already healed that. I don't have to go down that path again, right? And that's exactly what it says. 9 of Swords here and 6 of Pentacles, right? That hope, that bird of hope, that purity has come in, and you realized that your ego is not in control, right? You control the give and take of the infinite energies around you. And that is very beautiful energies, right? Like, look, ending the year, we've got the High Priestess. We've got this King of Cups energy, right? The feminine and the masculine, both being super tuned in to this higher space, which is beautiful. So, what else does the universe want you to work on? Okay, highest expression. Okay, you are having the year of fulfilling your life's purpose, okay? This is your contract. This is your destiny. You are co-creating with the universe here, okay? Know your worth. Follow that sunshine that's being created from the inside and shining out, right? The more you work on it within your heart, the more it will shine on the outside. And eventually, right, it shows up where the whole world can see the strength within you. Okay. Yeah, this is a lot of past programming that you are working through. You're supported though. Okay. So again, when you get into April, really make sure that you are not making decisions from that past programming. Okay, sit with it for a minute. Sit within yourself, right? This is a lot of what you're learning this year is how do I be in me and not step out of myself to, be whatever your issue was as a child, right? People pleaser, caregiver, right? This is self-parenting yourself in a lot of ways, right? Reparenting yourself, I should say. Again, messages are going to come to you, right? The give and receive energies happening as you are clearing space. This, everything's showing up. And I really love that. But remember that this future you is already you now. Okay? Don't go down the rabbit hole. Know that this you already exists within you. Okay? It's just working out that software, right? Leveling it up. So let's see what the universe wants to add. Okay? 8 of Cups, right? When you get to the point here where in June, right? Because July is when all of a sudden everything starts happening. When you get into June and you're supposed to be resting and recovering, okay? Remember all of those beautiful, pure birds. Don't turn your back on that energy because some of you are going to want to pick up all of those thorns, right? Because this is the 8 of coins, but it's really showing to this 8 of cups. You're going to want to pick up all of these old thorns and really hold on to them strongly. And Spirit's like, don't turn your back on this heart healing that you're doing, because this is the final sort of approach to planting that brand new seed. Like you're starting to plant the seed and it's going to take roots. Okay. Yeah. And see, there's the 8 of Cups, right? You're turning your back on the way that love used to be. For a lot of you, right? Love was something that could easily be knocked down, right? You're realizing you'd rather have the 2 of Cups, okay, than the 6 of Cups. I don't want the Tower that's going to be very hard to maintain and keep upright. I want a partner, an equal situation in my life. And that's where that moon is coming in, right? Like there's all this energy resonating with the moon cycles here for you. Really talking to you about your path forward. Yeah, and this is going to be when you come out of that moon energy into the sun, right? You're ready to go to wherever your heart leads you. Okay, the Fool. You're ready to deal with the emotions, like there's the school of fish here, right? The lessons. You are approaching everything very differently. So let's close it off with an oracle message. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Okay. It helps the channel. I don't know what I did to piss off YouTube at some point this last year, but the channel has been like in complete stagnation. I'm like, okay, I've learned whatever the frackin' lesson was. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I speak the truth and I don't do a lot of fluff. And so people have not wanted to hear that, I think, a lot in 2021. So maybe 2022 will be that year. Okay, so I love that these came out together. Okay, many paths and the sacrifice. Okay, 34 to 44, right? You really have to learn to follow your heart because you got to let go of this self-sacrificing energy. Okay, yes, We have to give in order to receive. Yes, if some of you are working towards having a family, there is that part of motherhood where, yeah, your child cannot take care of themselves. But when you're in an equal partnership, okay, there is the give and receive, right? Like you are co-creating, co-parenting. And that's what Spirit is really saying, right? The 4 and the 4. You want someone as in the situation as you are, whether it's work, play, love, okay? But the only way to get that magic is by following your heart, and there's several paths to get there, but I recommend taking the easiest path, okay? So I hope this helps you. I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of the week. I will see you next week for the general love readings. Okay, much love. Bye.